Alright, so I'm going to be picking up with the questioning Melusine and answering machine quest line. So let's head back to the Steambird. Sorry, we were overthinking things. And Ferris, we've brought Sir Arthur back, and in one piece too. Thanks a million. I'm sure Sir Arthur is taken care of. Also, there's something else. See, what did Paimon say? She won't be so worried about Sir Arthur that it would affect her appetite. Oh, so we only found Sir Arthur. Not that anyone got to the treasure ahead of us either. How can this be? So I suspect that Madame Mello might have been bluffing and trying to imitate you so that you'd reveal. Ahem. Oh, anyway, let me introduce this lady. This is Dr. Mosa's granddaughter, Madame Mello Lombroso. She only returned last night from her hometown to the court of Fontaine, so she can't be the culprit. Good day. In any case, these ancients and I are acquainted. I met them when I arrived at the court of Fontaine last night. What? Upon hearing about my husband's recent hardships and how he was loitering around the paper's office, I was worried he'd stir up trouble, so I thought I'd come over. And that's when I happened upon them discussing something. Yes, I asked someone to verify her itinerary. There's no issues there. So if it isn't her, who the heck is the culprit? Apologies for the disruption. Today, upon hearing the news, I came here to clarify that my family never lodged any complaints with the paper about what happened 30 years ago. It was my grandfather's belief that the paper did a good job as well. Thanks for yours and your family's trust. Since everything has been cleared up, I shan't stay any longer. I hope the Steambird gets to the bottom of this quickly, regardless. Wait, madame, there's something else I must ask you. Do you have the address of Dr. Moso's research base? Wait, so you've got the address, Madame Mello? Is it you who's in trouble, miss? I'd like to help, but I don't know where my grandfather's research base is. Madame, surely good doctor must have mentioned it. I don't understand. If my grandfather had told me something, how could I not know? It's possible you weren't aware of something. Allow me to explain what happened with the doctor. Now, I intend to be totally transparent with you all. Some believe that 30 years ago, it was the paper's special reportings that stirred up public opinion, which led to his demise. But the truth is, those articles were not initiated by the paper, but by Dr. Moso himself. Grandfather himself? He never mentioned that. He never mentioned this. The Merchant's Phantom files didn't include this either. Because the deal was off the books. The editor-in-chief back then, my mentor, thought that Dr. Moso's lie detector had the potential to become a hot story. Being the first to start things up would help the paper gain the most influence and recognition. But for my grandfather, how would it benefit him? Your grandfather's research had hit a bottleneck. He had no more data to feed the lie detector to study, but he needed to go further, so he planned to get the data from public opinion. Right. In a way, the realm of public opinion is like a massive hub of spreading lies. Countless people are churning out true, false, accurate, and inaccurate data every day. Dr. Moso thought this lesson on dynamic evolution could surely guide his machine to another level of comprehension, and in separating truth from fiction. It would eventually surpass a machine's rules. So, he did it for Curve. However, the doctor and my mentor both underestimated the destructiveness of public opinion. They lost control. As for what happened next, you know the story. But the key evidence that led to Dr. Moso's conviction was actually exposed by the paper, right? That evidence was actually provided by your grandfather. He provided evidence that criminalized himself? How could that be possible? I'm sorry, my mentor didn't tell me why Dr. Moso would do this, but it's the truth. Sorry, Editor-in-Chief Ferris. I might need to seek confirmation from Curve regarding your words. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Editor-in-Chief Ferris is telling the truth. Relevant information retrieved. The Moso protocols within my core have been modified hundreds of times. The log indicates that these modifications were made by Dr. Moso. The Moso protocols were changed 100 times, so that means the doctor really did manipulate the test results. So, why would he give evidence of this to the paper? He planned to confess? But then he requested a duel, didn't he? Paimon can't make heads or tails of this. It makes no sense. He really lied to the public? Why? The data on this question is unresolved. My line learning module cannot provide an answer. Oh, great. Now Curve's become a problem robot. Dr. Mosa's research base holds the answer. I can feel it. We must find it. And Ferris, you just said that Madame Mello had the clues to the base, yes? On the eve of the duel, Dr. Mosa mentioned in a message to my mentor that he would leave the base's location with his beloved granddaughter. He left it with me? Or left it to me? Yes. Please try to recall. Did the doctor mention anything to you before he left? I was so young then. Father wouldn't let me go to the Duelist Rings to see my grandfather. The last time I saw him was the day he was detained. It was very early. So did he give you anything? All I remember is that once the duel was finished, my father brought a piece of jewelry that has been cleaned, or that had been cleaned. He said that my grandfather left it for me. Perhaps the jewelry could be connected to the base? I'm sorry to ask, but could we have a look at it? I wouldn't have minded, but my good-for-nothing husband sold it to pay off a debt. What? So Rocher gave it to... Don't worry, is this it? This. Wow, how did you end up with this? This is a photo of me when I was little. My grandfather took it. Really? What a coincidence. Are there only photos of Madame Mello in here? In there? According to my mentor, Dr. Moso did leave some clues for her. Madame Mello, let's take a look. Look, there's a line of text under the photo. Faded under the sunlight, shining under the sunlight. Faded under the sunlight, but shining under the sunlight? What is it? Does something like that really exist? Relevant information retrieved. The different ways in which lies can exist. Different ways in which lies can exist? My grandfather used to say that. Who are you? I may have the photo. Or may I have the photo? Curve picks up the photo and raises it towards the sky. The sunlight shines through the photo and falls into Curve's eyes, as though passing through 30 years in time. Gradually, another image emerges. A map! The map leading to the research base. So that's how he hid it. I had no idea that we'd already found the base. Madame Mello, may we? There's no need to ask. Go, and I just noticed the special friend of yours. Good to see you again, Curve. Greetings, miss. Thank you, Madame Mello. Here's your locket. Let's go now. But we haven't found the person who sent the threats. Don't worry, Paimon. I think you're right in that the criminal doesn't have any evidence and it's just a bluff. So, go. Find what you're looking for. Over here. I'm going to collect these flowers. And this. Oh, let's kill these things real quick. Oh, I don't have anything to kill them with. Wait, did I just see something? I did. Come here, you. Let's collect the loot. Because I'm going to need them for Nouvelette. Okay. I think it's below us. Ha! don't know what I found, but I found something. A clear bottle with a note that contains events from the life of someone named Anthos and a strange drawing on the back. I'll wait that later. That's not important to this. Wait. Oh, the huge sale. How does this one work? Okay, the abilities of the xenochromatic ball octopus, which is to sprout out a strange water-colored energy, holding to aim to release continuously. Huh. Nope. Okay, so definitely have to go the other way. I didn't look up and around, but... Yep, okay. We're finally inside. Your home is huge, Curve. Home? Hurry up, we need to find the materials, ASAP. I sure hope you left behind instructions on how to fix Curve, Dr. Masso. Masso's diary. Last time I didn't want Mello to have too many snacks, so I said, "You're gonna be fat if you keep eating." She cried and ran away. Then her mother taught me to say, "You still look great when you're plump." The next day she climbed up on me and said, "Grandpa, exercise, horse ride." How interesting. And this got me thinking, is the shortest distance between two people actually a curve? That's it. I'll name my lie detector Curve. Oh, that's actually cute. Let's go up here. Diary 3. Important memo about Curve. 1. Blueprint. 2. Service life and core maintenance. Someone has torn out the next section. What the? Did someone take all the materials related to Curve? How is that possible? We came here as soon as we got the map. Let's keep looking. Maybe it ended up somewhere nearby. Well, that's memo or diary 3. We need diary 2 to look at too. Okay, here's diary 2. Notes on base backup systems. 1. Emergency exits are at the rear of the facility for use in case of emergency. The self-destruct mechanism and cables are located within the walls. Damage to wall is strictly prohibited. Using the aforementioned backup system. Someone has torn out the next section. Self-destruction system looks dangerous. Okay, can't do anything with that, so that's fine. I already looked up there. What's this? Letter to the editor-in-chief. Oh boy. Dear Editor-in-Chief, you are correct in your judgment that the matter has reached a point of no return. These last few days, I've heard marchers calling for Curve to be destroyed. Last night, radical students broke into my lab and tried to do just that. Luckily, I discovered them in time. However, Curve is in increasing danger. I am compelled to act, and my plan is the following. I will revise the MASA protocols and related data of no particular significance in Curve's core so that what remains significantly misleading trail. It will appear lie detectors are not capable of detecting lies and that all the test results were covertly manipulated by myself. As for the ironclad evidence of fraud and deception of the public, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Kindly select a date for the exposure. As soon as I am convicted, I shall pursue a duel, and when I fall in the duelist ring, all will be put to rest. I humbly request that you mobilize your paper to divert attention away from Curve. It should be thought of as a useless sham of a machine to be used as evidence in the case and then sealed away by the Mercury's phantom. There is no need to try and change my mind. I've thought through every last detail, and this storm is unlikely to pass until I, the main offender, am dead. Curve is my life's work, so I can't afford any more missteps. I ask that you exchange my life for his. Everything we've done so far has been effective, and Curve's lie learning module has derived redundant data that is incomprehensible. I believe that the seed of life has sprouted within him. Yours sincerely, Lambroso. Is this a secret letter Dr. Moso and Nefarious predecessor? He seems to have mentioned something important. Dr. Moso didn't forge anything other than the forged evidence, which he forged and gave to the papers, so he'd take all the heat. He wanted everyone to focus on him and let it end there. He was trying to protect Curve. That seems to be the answer. Updating lie learning module. Running lie learning module. Warning, motherboard temperature increasing. Warning. Warning, core functionality down to 8%. Warning. Curve, what's going on? They sure did get here fast. Guess they're cruising for a bruising. Alright, let's get this taken care of.
Order guide you. Gather.
Go.
Time to fulfill my duty. There's a time for break here. Let's end this quickly. This should be fun.
A round of applause.
Let's not waste time.
Step right up. Rise.
Let's end this quickly.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix. Step on up.
I guess this is it. Have a load of this.
Stay
Ow!
calm. Stay calm.
Let's move.
Let the magic begin!
I will have order. Stabilize. Let's move. Order guide you. Gather.
Over here!
From dead.
And voila!
Blast, what's wrong? I have now taken over the cannon's control systems. Curve, are you okay? That's great. Curve, are you okay? Oh wait, just... Why is it the same text? Quick, fire at the Fatui. There we go. Okay. Curses. You're not easy to deal with. No wonder the Fatui are so reluctant to face you. Editor Janek? Why are you here? How do you know about this place? Heh, you were discussing the base's location so freely right in front of the paper's doors. It would have been rude of me not to take advantage of such generosity. Janek, you eavesdropped? I was right all along. You're the culprit. Ha! The culprit? Ancient Talacord? Are you going to start calling like a crow again? It's useless to try and deny it. You are right. Indeed, I am the culprit, but I only want to help this moronic excuse of an agent to sort out the case. It's not like she just right. That guy called me a crow, so he must be the culprit, or something like that in the case files. Now can she? You. Shush, shush, hush now. How about using your brain instead of your temper for once? Surely you must still have a number of questions regarding this case, such as my motives. Aren't you the least bit curious? You just wanted all of Kerr's research materials, didn't you? And the paper's alleged dirt on Maso faking results from back then? Oh, looks like that question was far too easy. And as for the second question, I'm merely a low-level editor. How could that little old me possibly be privy to such secrets at the paper? Enough. Attack. Wait, I'm the one who took Dr. Muscle's materials, you know, so I learned all about the base's self-destruct system. If you act rashly towards me, then it won't end well for anyone here. Traveler, you're the stuff of legends. You're strong, but as for your precious little companions, I can't help but wonder how they might fare in such a massive explosion. You're just bluffing. It'd be better for everyone to just keep on thinking. After all, I'm merely a low-level editor. How could little old me possibly be privy to such secrets at the paper? Ugh, you must have learned about it from Ballard. Bingo! It was Ballard who came knocking. That's when I realized the paper had made a serious error 30 years ago, causing the downfall of a genius scientist. More importantly, isn't it truly a lamentable loss that the scientist's legacy has been buried for so long? Shouldn't the paper apologize to the general public for this? What do you mean? Is exposing what happened really all you're after? Exposing? Ha! There is a much more suitable word. Judgment. People will pass judgment on the newspaper like they did Dr. Maso. The paper must take responsibility for this. How can you make yourself sound so righteous like that with a straight face? That is not the simple truth. I'm the hero who recently exposed the Comfrey's fraud. The righteous and valiant Jnek. That's how everyone should see me, no? No. You scantimonious scoundrel. You just want profit from all of this. If the public starts to denounce the paper, Editor-in-Chief Ferris will be in trouble. You just want the top spot. Excellent. Perfect. I must admit, what you imagine isn't completely wrong, so allow me to fill in a few gaps for you. I've already made a deal with Ballard's supervisor. I find Dr. Moss's inheritance for them, and they help me take over the Steambird. Plus, Ballard's supervisor serves a real VIP, a harbinger. Which harbinger? None of your business. With the harbinger's backing, Ferris won't stand a chance, and the Steambird will be mine. Janek, you're just a squawking blackbird with a silver tongue. We won't let you get away with this. But you will have to stay alive to do that. I'm so sorry you cannot hear anything yet. I'm so sorry, can you not hear anything yet? Click, 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 click. An ominous sound is echoing through the base. What is that? Heh, the self-destruct system. How perfect. It just takes a little time to get going. A big thank you to Dr. Maso for writing the instructions. And thank you, everybody, for giving me the time. Uh-oh. Farewell, little crow, ancient curve, and two visitors from afar. Use these last moments to embrace each other, then rest in peace as you are buried along with the truth. Janek practically flies out of the entrance. The door closes behind him with a heavy thud. Oh no, he was the one who took the materials after all. Are we going to be blown to smithereens? Calculating survival property of Mr. Traveler, data insufficient, calculation failed. Calculation surviving probability of Miss Paimon, data insufficient, calculation failed. Calculating survival probability of Agent Card, calculation success. Result 1%. Calculating survival probability of core module, calculation successful. Result 1%. How can this be? No. Traveler, you've got to do something. Can we dig our way out? The self-destruct cables run along the walls. Breaking through could lead to an early detonation, as could attempting to force the door. I'll do my best to protect you all. To protect you. All of you. Is this all because of me again? Agent Talcord, don't blame yourself. There's no need to worry, everyone. Because I'm able to shut down the base's self-destruct system. Huh? Curve? Why didn't you say so earlier? Paimon was getting all worried for nothing. You didn't ask earlier? Well, seems like you have a sense of humor. Now, tell us what to do. Please kindly withdraw my core module and place it in the base's control panel. Then I will be able to open the safe room lock, there is a button to disable the self-destruct system inside the safe room. You mean you open the door for us, we go to the safe room and press the button inside, and everything will be taken care of? That is correct. And you, Curve, can your core be removed from the control panel afterward? I must stay connected. The control panel, otherwise the safe room will relock. Seems like we should take care of the self-destruct system first. Please act fast. Or urgent, please act fast. Traveler, take Curve's core and place it in the control panel. All we need to do is deactivate the self-destruct system. Curve, will this really work? I think you might be a bit... Please take action. Repeat. Please take action. Repeat. Repeat. Please take action. Okay. I'm going to end it here for now because it's getting to be about 30 minutes. So that'll be it, and I'll see you guys later.